Welcome to week 5 day 2 session nuance video. Set number 1, hopping into an alternating set, overhand snapper on the weak side, and then into a behind the back on your strong side. These two releases leave your stick in basically the same place in relation to your body. All right, so for me as a lefty, they both leave on the right side. Set number 2, sidearm snapper, adding a little snapper there because we basically have our hands tight, alternating with a backhander. Okay, so these are, again, both on the same side, but you're changing which hand is on top. And hopefully we're also noticing that they have a very similar release point. For me, over to the right side of my body, I just change which hand is on top and I rotate my body basically the same way. Set number 3 is basically a more challenging version of set number 2. So you're alternating which hand is on the stick for a one-handed throw, but I would define one of those as a weak-handed sidearm, for me that's righty, and the other as a strong-handed backhander. Both of these are top hand only, so there's only one hand on the stick. Feel free to catch with 2 hands on this to make it a little easier, but try to catch on that same side as you throw. Set number 4, we have a 3-part sequence, 3/4 snapper. Again, I'm adding the snapper to these now because they're all with our hands pretty close to our body. Pump fake 3/4 and go right into a twister from that. So on the weak side, we have our 3/4, switch over to our strong, pump fake a 3/4 and then twist. And hopefully we're also noticing that the release point for a weak-handed 3/4 is very similar to the release point for a strong-handed twister. Set number 5, we have 3 parts again, overhand snapper, pump fake, and behind the back. So here's our overhand snap. I'm changing over, pump fake, behind the back. So similar theme on this set where I have a very, very similar release point for my overhand snapper as I do for my strong-handed behind the back. And then second to final set, number 6 here, we have a full ABCDEF sequence. All right, so we're going to go from sidearm snapper on the strong hand. That will be the first part. So we'll start that sequence right now. Sidearm snapper, right into 3/4 snapper, right into overhand. From there, you're gonna go behind the back, twister, and then catch into a backhander. So those are a lot going on with this set. Really focus on challenging yourself to remember to do it in this order, all right? Obviously, these are all challenging to do in and of themselves, but to do them in the correct order, as this set says, is gonna challenge your memory. So let's really focus on doing that consistently for the full set. And then for the final set of this week 5 day 2, we're just gonna go for our weak-handed overhand and go between bottom hand only and top and 2-handed. And we always just wanna come back to the fundamentals. So, crazy set for set 6, nice fundamental set for the final round. Good luck with this.